In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a library for summer learning. So from your dashboard, select Create a New Library. I'm going to call mine Bright Ideas for Summer. And this is going to be the library that my students are all going to be invited to so that they have some enriching opportunities this summer. So I want them to create multiple books, yes, but I also don't want to come back in the fall to 500 books. So I'm going to limit my students to creating 2 new books this summer. I'm also going to turn off reading each other's books because I'm not monitoring this library this summer, so I don't need to see that they've had any interactions, that they've seen something in the library that maybe another student wrote. I'm just going to turn that off, as well as collaboration. I don't want them interacting in this space during the summer months, again, when I'm not really observing it. I'm not going to have comments, so no commenting happening. And I am going to turn on translation if my students need that support, as well as text-to-speech if my students need that. And so now I will create that library and I will invite my students to it. On the next step, I'm going to show you what to do in this library. So now that I have my summer reading library, I'm going to hop over here to our Bright Ideas Summer Resources. And we have lots of resources for you this summer. So I'm going to be a 3rd grade teacher. So I want to put stuff in this book that is going to be really great for 3rd graders to do. So I'm going to go into my reading journals. We have these great Hickory Hollows. I'm going to look for the grade 3 one, and I'm going to remix this book into that idea, Bright Ideas Summer Learning I just made. So I'm going to copy that book into there. And then I also want to get some art projects. So I'm going to look for the 3rd grade art project. I'm going to remix that book and also put it into there. And then lastly, not lastly, but STEM books. These are all things students can do with like a lot of home craft supplies. So maybe I'm going to give them a couple of these STEM challenges they can do this summer at their home with their family. Maybe building a water bottle filter. Okay, so now they have a couple STEM challenges they can do with their family. And lastly, monthly journals, all right? You know, summer starts for us in June, so I'm gonna remix the June journal. I'm gonna remix the July journal. And I'm gonna remix the August journal. Because we don't come back until almost the end of August. All right, so now I've remixed all of that stuff into my library. So see, I can have this all here. So now all I need to do, like before summer starts, is just go in and assign each of these. So I'm gonna start the assignment. Every student is gonna get their own copy of everything that I've made here. Whoops. So now I'm gonna assign. Okay, I'm going to assign. I'm going to assign. I'm going to assign. I'm going to assign. And now all of my students have a lot of options for continuing their learning into summer. And I don't have to send a lot of copies home. I just need to make sure that before my students leave, they're all invited to this library, and maybe that I've sent some communication home about the options here. We hope this helps you get up and set up some learning for your students this summer. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments.